Okay, there's going to be a news conference with the Fort Worth police on the shooting that happened down in Fort Worth. But I didn't come on here to talk about that right now. I came on here to answer questions that any of you might have regarding not only Hoodoo Heritage Month, but the upcoming holidays. What's up, Hoodoos? How y'all feeling? Happy Hoodoo Heritage Month, everybody. So today is Monday, and this Thursday is the inaugural John de Konker Day. Okay, John de Konker Day, national holiday for Hoodoos everywhere. Okay, and a lot of folks were asking me, what are some things that we can do, to honor our great ancestor, liberator, protector, and provider, the spirit of High John the Conqueror, also known by the people as John de Konker. Okay, so I'm here to answer those questions and just give you guys some ideas for what to do that day. First things first, you can just wear his color. Just wear his color. You don't have to do a whole fit in purple or purple and gold or purple, white, and gold or purple and white, but wear something, just wear a little something to honor him on his day, okay? Wear something on your head, wear something on your lapel, around your neck, around your waist, around your wrist, or just do the whole damn thing, head to toe. That's what I'm going to do, okay? So that's just one way to celebrate John de Konker Day this Thursday. It is going to be from here on every third Thursday of October. Okay, third Thursday of October, because y'all know that number 3, that's special to us Hoodoos, ain't it? Yes, it is. All right. So, let me see. Anybody has any specific questions on here while I'm on here? Good morning, Corinne. Great rising, Moyen. Good morning, Erica. Good morning, Hoodoo Hussy. You were just watching a video of mine. Okay. Yeah. Yes, and happy Hoodoo Heritage Month. Yes, it is perfect timing. Good morning, Sister Toya. Good morning, Rena. Hey, Cece, good morning. So, yeah, you guys. So besides just wearing the colors, all right, there are other things you can do. You can make this as simple or as elaborate as you see fit. Just do something, okay? Just do something. Someone asked about offerings, okay? Like if you want to give offerings, making altar spaces, or whatever. Like I said, that isn't, absolutely necessary, but if you feel so inclined to do so, absolutely make him a space. Make him a space somewhere, all right? It doesn't have to be anything, elaborate or really, really, complex or anything. Just go with what you feel. Go with what you feel. The people in the group got a chance to view my little setup. It is simple. It's just very simple. It's a part of my work hoodoo altar, okay? It's like smack dab in the middle, and it's just really nothing, impressive, really. It really isn't, because that's just not how I roll, okay? But your mileage may vary, okay? But for the holiday coming up, I plan to, I'm going to just light it up a little bit, make it a little bit more special, okay, for the holiday than I normally would for my day-to-day, because I honor the spirit of John de Konker every Thursday. Every Thursday, I honor the spirit of John de Konker by giving him some tobacco smoke, by giving him a little spirit. Okay, right now I've got gin on his altar. We've been doing gin, but we rotate through different things like Jameson's. We rotate through Crown Royal. Okay, and you got to get those Crown Royal bags, okay, because those bags are wonderful decorations for a John de Konker space or altar space, okay. Other offerings I have are just his roots, the seeds of his plant are on that altar, some shells, Some rolled up paper money is there. Candles are there for sure. Okay, sometimes I give a little strong black coffee, some crackling, any bit of the food that we're serving. Okay, because when I serve the ancestors, if on Thursdays, I'll give him a small taste of that. That goes there as well. Things like beans and rice, cornbread, grains, you all know, just the regular stuff that we eat. Once I gave some chub, okay, I just so happened to be giving one of my ancestral spirits some chubs, and I, took off a piece of chub and put that on a little saucer and gave that to John de Konker on a Thursday, okay? So anything that you would give your ancestors is, in my mind, admissible. I'm going to be making something special for Thursday, though. I'm going to make some homemade Mississippi-style tea cakes in honor of John de Konker Day. So, yes, it's going to be exciting. I'm excited. I am contemplating doing an open house kind of thing for people who are local. If you just want to stop through, hang out in Mama Ruth's Juju Kitchen, maybe. That's to be announced, to be determined. I'm not 100% yet. I got to have a conversation with Randall, and we'll see what we're going to do. I'd like to, but we got to see. We'll see. I'll announce it. So those are just different ideas for things you can do. Now, I once tried reading some of the folk stories before my altar space, and I had some very weird things happen. So I just stopped doing that. Okay, but that's just me. I don't know, I just stopped doing it. Okay, some things happened that did not make me feel too good about continuing, so I shut the fuck up and I stopped doing that. But if you want to share those stories, go ahead and see how that works out for you. There are numerous resources available. There are people reciting the stories on YouTube videos. Check those out. Okay, just type in John the Conqueror, folk stories, folk tales, folklore, legend on Google or YouTube, and you'll find different people, telling the stories, videos of them reciting some of the stories. Some of the stories are not safe for work and or young children. Some of the stories are very, R-rated. So just be mindful of that. If you go on and listen with, your speakers on or in a group setting or whatever, just be mindful of that. Some of them are not safe for younger ears or work. But they're all very good. Okay. As you all know, John de Konker is a spirit of African liberation for enslaved Africans here in the United States. Okay. And the legend about him, there's a couple of different ones. Some say that he was a prince from a kingdom in West Africa, and his enemies got hold of him and gave him over to the enslavers. And then he came over here, and in his time over here in the United States, he basically protected African people against the brutality of slavery. Okay, he protected them against the cruelty and the torture, the murder, the rape, and on like that by using his wit and his quick thinking to trump up the white masters. Okay, and so you'll see different, variations about that theme in all of the different folktales. One of my favorite things out there written about John de Konker is written by none other than Mother Zora Neale Hurston. Okay, her write-up in a folklore journal during the, when was that written? So I think it was either the 20s or the 30s. Somebody, if you know for sure, put it down in the comments. But that's probably my best retelling of his legend and his history for lots of different reasons. Okay, so I'll definitely, be on that for Thursday. Just reading through it quietly, contemplating the spirit, showing my gratitude and thanks for how the spirit of John de Konker has come through for me and my family, okay, in many different ways. So the spirit is very, very real. We must be fastidious and determined and strong with regard to reclaiming the spirit of John de Konker. We've let outsiders to our culture exploit. We've let them, all right, you guys. We've let them exploit the memory of our spirits and our ancestors for far too long. For far too long, that's been going on. It's time to take everything back, you guys, unapologetically. Take everything the fuck back, all right? And we can start with reclaiming the spirit of John de Konker, okay? There's a lot of bullshit out there about him with regard to his earthly manifestation on this land. There's just a lot of misconceptions and half-truths, okay? And I made it my business to chip away at all of the lies and the bullshit stories that are out there, including where his root is from, okay? Because practically, I would say 99% of his root that is available isn't his root. How do we deal with that, you guys? How do we deal with that? Well, here's one way you can deal with that. If you got a hold of some Empomia jalapa root or jalap root or jalap root or whatever you want to call it, put those roots before the spirit of John de Konker this Thursday, okay? Do a spray of some gin on those roots, okay? And offer them up to the spirit of John de Konker. And you'll be okay with those roots, because what we're doing is we're going to reestablish our High John gardens. We're going to reestablish those gardens and get back to the business of having actual, real, traditional High John root available for our people. It's just too important to know what the real one is and not do anything about it, okay? So we are forming collectives and seed swaps and, things like that amongst ourselves to reestablish the growing and harvesting and sharing of his root. I encourage people, once the roots become available, please don't just put them on your websites and your Etsy shops for just any old body to get a hold of. These roots are important. They're sacred to the memory and the legacy of our ancestors. Please don't just put them up there for any old body, okay? And I can't tell you what to do, but I'm just saying. We have to reestablish the foundations of our tradition before we can start moving and just doing all these other, kinds of things, all right? So, yeah, that's the plan, that's the goal, to put the spirit of High John back to his rightful place in this tradition. So that's coming up this Thursday. And then at the end of the month, we're going to close Hoodoo Heritage Month with honoring the man of the Crossroads. Okay, the man of the Crossroads. We're going to honor him on the end of the month, which is, Halloween for this nation, October 31st. And I'm still planning on what exactly I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to, do something here at home, or am I going to go out to the actual Crossroads, where I usually go at, out in the woods. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'm still kind of mulling it over. I have to see. Okay, the spirit will let me know which is going to be the best way to go for October 31st celebration of the man of the Crossroads. All right, let me see what y'all is talking about over here. No, Ipomia jalapa is not the traditional root. It's a different species. You can use the jalapa root. It's the one that is most widely available, but it is not the one that our ancestors who were enslaved on plantations in the United States, that's not the root that they were using to honor the spirit and to carry that spirit with them, okay? Ipomia jalapa is indigenous to Mexico, okay, to Mexico. So trust and believe it was not the root that our folks, our enslaved African ancestors, that is not the root that they were talking about or using during and after slavery. It's a different root. I will not publicly share the identity of that species here. Just know it wasn't that one. Okay? That's what I mean when I say we're forming collectives and we're gathering those actual seeds and making seedlings, and we're growing in those plants ourselves with the spirit guiding us. Okay? And then we're going to, as hoodoos, make them available for other hoodoos. All right? But you can absolutely use jalap root. Just make sure that you present it to the spirit of High John. So that, again, is something that you guys can do this Thursday. All right? Let's see. Any more questions? All right. Looks like everybody. Can you slip me that tea cake? I can share one with you. Absolutely. I can share a tea cake recipe. I'll put it in here. Yes, High John in the garden. Yes, Kristen. There's a different species than that jalapa, though, okay? We'll talk about that. Are you going to make recordings available to your site? The class recordings. I don't think so, because they're not available to the public. My site is available to the public, but those special teachings are not available to the public, not at this time. That might change in the future. You know, I'm just going with what the ancestors want me to do. And right now they want me to keep these things closed for now. All right? They're keeping these things closed. Let's see. Any more questions before I get off here? I guess that's it, you guys. I just wanted to remind everybody that this Thursday we're honoring John de Konker, a.k.a. High John the Conqueror, a.k.a. High John. On Thursday, purple, white, and gold are his colors. If you can't do all three, just get you some purple on you somewhere. Represent hashtag John de Konker, hashtag John the Conqueror, hashtag High John the Conqueror Day. However you want to represent that on social media, please represent it. Please share, and just represent for your culture. Represent for your tradition. Represent for your ancestral spirits. All right? Represent, because, like I said, it's a new day. We're closing ranks. And we're sending a message, a loud one, a powerful one, and a strong one. Okay, we're gathering up our people. The ancestors said we got to do this work, so that's what we're doing. All right, that's what we're doing. So anyway, it's time for me to get off of here and get into some other things. So peace and love, everybody. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. And yeah, this Thursday, y'all, I'm excited. I'm going to put a link to the tea cake recipe I tried before on the comments. All right? Peace and love, everybody.